Okay, hi everybody, it's Nat at Black Cat Crafts. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a gift card holder. I'm using the Cottage Rose stamps and dies again, and the Cottage Rose DSP. And then inside we are also using the new mini envelope, pocket envelope dies, and that will be holding your little gift card. Okay, so what we're going to be using is some crumb cake cardstock. This measures 4.5 by 9, and I've scored it at 3, so that's your card base. We are also using the combo pack, so you get Old Olive and Sahara Sand ribbon combo, and we're going to be using the Old Olive ribbon. I think I measured this about 23 inches roughly. So what we're going to do is we're going to just turn it upside down. We're going to be popping a little bit of double-sided tape right along the middle on the back of your card, and that is going to be where your ribbon's going to stick to. So it doesn't get stuck. Okay, and then we're just going to layer our ribbon on top of our double-sided tape, so then when you open that you've got your little closure there. Now on the back I'm popping some Old Olive cardstock, and this measures 4 3/8 by 5 7/8. Now I'm going to be sticking that to the back so you don't see the ribbon, and it just makes it a little bit tidier. So we're going to stick that to the back of our card. Like that. And then we're gonna, that's our front. So now what I've got for the front, you're going to be needing 2 pieces of Old Olive. Let me just pop, no, I've got a shadow there. It's a little bit dark today. That's not really done the trick either. No, we'll leave that off. 2 pieces of Old Olive cardstock, and this measures 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. And then you're also going to be needing 2 pieces of the DSP, and this measures 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so we're going to be popping the DSP onto our cardstock. So if we stick those down, I don't think the weather really knows what it wants to do today. It's come over very cloudy. We have some fabulous days, lovely hot, and then next thing you know, it's bloody raining on. Typical UK weather. Lovely. Let's do the other one. We're going to pop in that. Make sure I'm in camera shot. We're going to be popping that one on top there. Okay. Right, one of these is going to go on the front of your card. We're going to pop that over the ribbon. Like that. So you've got your DSP on the front, and then we're going to be opening that up, and we're going to be popping the other one on the other side. And I'll pop that just there. So the same size as the back. This old olive, I'll tell you again, it measures 4 3/8 by 5 7/8. And we're going to be popping that in the middle of your card. Like that. Oh dear, somebody's walking past and Willow's seeing them off. Right, then this little bit of DSP we're just going to pop to the side there so you've got room to write your sentiment. This piece measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we are just going to pop that along there. I made sure the dogs were downstairs, otherwise they sit on my bed and they look out and they can see the street and everybody who's coming up and down, and yeah, it would have been a nightmare. Still, they're downstairs, you can still hear them. Okay, so that is your card base done. So I've also cut out, I'll show you the dies. Yeah, the mini pocket envelope dies. As soon as I saw these in the annual catalogue, I just had to get them. So you've got the die there. So the die actually measures, it's about 4 1/4 by about 5 1/4. And then you've got your little bits and bobs. You can actually make a bow as well with this, which is really cute. So you've got your little bit and your bit to make a bow, and you've got your little tags, and I just think it's really cute. So I cut one of those out in crumb cake, and then we're going to be doing some stamping. As you can see on the pocket envelope, I've just stamped some leaves, and I've stamped those in old olive, which I didn't get the ink out, so I will just grab that. Okay, so this is going to be the front of your pocket envelope, so we're just going to randomly do some stamping just along the front there. Obviously it doesn't matter if you're going over this bit because this is going to be on the card base. So just randomly popping some leaves down like that. Get rid of that one. Here's my chamois. Okay, so I'm gonna burnish our score lines. You've got 2 little flaps there, one at the bottom and then one at the side. So basically we're just popping a little bit of glue on those. That's going to fold over, and there's your little mini pocket envelope. So I'll pop a little bit of glue just along those. And we're going to fold that over. If I can get it. There we go. Make sure they're stuck down. So that is now going to be glued on the inside of your card. So we'll pop a little bit of glue on the back. And that's ready for your gift card. Okay. Right, so for the front, we're going to be cutting out 3 leaves and a little flower, and then we've got these little pieces as well. So in the dies, the cottage rose dies, they come with these little pieces that just sort of cut out the outline of the flowers and the leaves, which I think are quite pretty, and I've cut those out in crumb cake cardstock. We're going to be doing a little bit of stamping. So with the stamp set, we're cutting out 3 of the leaves, and we're cutting out this little flower here, and I'm stamping that in black, tuxedo black. Oh, I think they're trying to get upstairs. Okay, try and keep that camera steady. Now I've inked my finger. Okay, so we'll have one of those. And we'll have 3 of those. And then we're going to be doing a little bit of colouring. Now again, I'm using the crumb cake light and dark. So like in my previous video, I've just sort of, where you've got like the little lines on the stamp, I'm just sort of going over those in the dark, and then I'm going to be going over all of it in the light crumb cake. Seem to be doing a little bit more colouring these days actually. I don't really do an awful lot, but when you've got like lovely stamps like these and they need a little bit of colour. And then I'm going to go over in the light and just blend all that in. And colour that all in. Now, with the dies, there isn't actually a small die for this flower. There's a bigger one that actually cuts that out. So unless you want to pop that on and cut that out like that, I tend to I've fussy cut this one out, and then I've just used the leaf die for the leaves. So again, with the leaves, I've just gone over in the darker crumb cake, just sort of through the middle. I mean, again, everybody's got their own little way of how they do their colouring. I'm just showing you how I do mine. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. This is just how I like to do mine. And then I'm going over with the light crumb cake, and I'm just sort of blending those in. I won't sit here and colour all of that because it'll be boring for you all to see, but that's basically how I do mine. So I've cut them all out ready. So we've got the double flower, we've got a leaf, and we've got the single flower. That's in crumb cake. And then I've cut out my flower, I fussy cut that out, and then I've die cut the 3 flowers. Okay, so now what I did is we're going to layer it all up. So there's my card base. Now with the flower, I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back, and I'm just popping a couple just on the bottom there. And we're going to sit that just at a bit of an angle. Make sure you can see that. And we're just going to pop that there. Okay. Now with the leaves, I've just sort of bent them just a little bit, just to get them a little bit of texture. And then I'm gluing the bottom, and I'm just popping those in under the flower. just like that. So just bend the leaves. A little bit of glue on the bottom. And we're just popping those just under our flower. Like that. Third one, just bending the leaves just a little bit. A little bit of glue on the back. And popping that on there. Okay, ooh. And I've got one of the leaves. Just a little bit of glue just on the back there. And we're just going to lay that up, and we're just going to pop that just under the flower in front of the leaf there. And then I've got, now you need to make sure you can pop that in. Sometimes you have to just take a little bit off the end of the die. A little bit of glue, just so we can pop that under. And I'm just sticking that just up the top, just so it's popping out from under the leaves. And again, just make sure you can pop that in first, which I can, so I haven't got to cut anything off. Little bit of glue just on the back there, and we're just going to pop that one. So I've bent that a little bit. Very delicate. And we're just going to pop that one, make sure that's sticking. And then you can just curl up the leaves from your flower. Okay, so we've got a little bit of layer in there. There's our front. Now I did also, with some Winker Stella, I did just go over a little bit on in the middle of the flower there. Go crazy with this Winker Stella, I bling everything up. But I've just popped a little bit just on the tips of the petals there. Okay. Right, bow. We're going to be making a little bow again with the old olive ribbon. I do some card classes, and my lot are a little bit funny with the bow making, so sometimes I have to just get the bows ready for them. They're getting there, they're getting there. It can be quite fiddly, especially when you're doing little ones. So we're just going to do a little bow. And we're just going to chop the ends off. I can hear the teachers over at Fulston Manor. Okay, and then I'm going to use a glue dot just to pop on the back of our leaf. Of our leaf, oh my goodness, because I looked at the leaves of our bow. This is our bow. My goodness, it's Wednesday as well. I'll pop that there. We've got a little bow there. And then I'll just pop some classic matte dots. So I'm just going to pop a few. What should we have? Right, I'll have some white ones. A little one there. Oh, I just picked up with my finger. Okay, have a little one there. And then we can open that up. And we're going to be using the Best Wishes. And I'll have that. And we will stamp that in. Good job you can only see this bit. My desk is absolutely horrendous. I need to have a good tidy up and start putting things away. I'll make sure our stamps straight. Okay, so we're going to have Best Wishes, just no, it's wonky, but hey, who cares? It looks fabulous. So I've just stamped that in black ink. Then you've got room to write your sentiment. You can pop your gift card in, tie that up. And there you go. You've got that one. There's my original. I did a class to go for some of my girls and wrote out the instructions for these. I hope they've got on okay with it. But now I've done a little video, so if the instructions aren't great, girls, there you go. It shows you exactly what to do. I hope you like that. And I'll be back with another one soon. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.